Hello, let's continue our advanced Sudoku series with Tapestry by Shye. This is puzzle number 5 of chapter 3 of the Sudokult Gospel document, which you can find in the description below. You can also find a link to this puzzle. And disclaimer I put at the beginning of all of these, I know what technique I'm looking for, but I do not know where it is in this specific puzzle, but I do know how to explain it. And with all that said, I'm going to get started right now. All right, we do have two ones looking into this box, and this one looks up, so we can just place a 1 right away. Nice, almost done. What do we need in this box? We need a 2, 7, 8, 9. Okay, the 9's in one of these two. This one's not 2, so this is only 7, 8, 9. 2, 7, 8, 9. I'm not seeing anything else of interest there. I guess these aren't 7. So 7's one of these two, which does make this one, only 2, 8. Okay, anything else to do up here? Let's see, 5s look into here, and this 5 looks up, so there's a 5 in one of these two. 6, 1, 4, 3. Okay, 1, 8, 7. No. All right. I'm surprised there's not more to do up here. I do have a 7 in one of these two while I'm looking vertically here. I see 2 and 4 looking up here. Okay, so 4 is in one of these two. Okay, I'm going to start marking any bilocals I see. So I noticed that the 4 in this row is in one of these two. I'm going to use whatever is 4. I guess that's green on the color pad to denote that. Okay, so 6 is in one of these two in this row. I'm just sort of referencing these digits at this point, but 6 is in one of these two. That is orange. We got 4s and 6s. You know, we also have a 4, 6 here. Yeah, so, okay, so we have 4 in one of these two, and then we have 6. 6 isn't down here, right? And this 6 is not here. So 6 is in one of these two. So what we have here, okay, so not only do we have a 2-string kite, we have an overlapping 2-string kite. I did a puzzle a long time ago by Philip Newman that used this concept, and it's a really neat concept. I think it was 2-string kites he used, but it was definitely 2 overlapping strong links. So let me explain what's going on here. Let's explain the 2-string kite first. So actually, I'm going to get rid of this green, and we'll just use the orange for our first example of a 2-string kite. So a 2-string kite, what you're looking for is within a row, a digit limited to 2 boxes, really. It limited to, let's just start with limited to 2 cells. That makes it a little bit simpler. You want in the row it to be limited to 2 cells. You want a bilocal in the row. And then you also want a bilocal of the same digit in a column. So in this case, we have column 9 in row 1. And in this case, the 6 has been limited to these places. The other thing is that they need to intersect in a box. So in this case, that one of the 2 places it's limited to, in the row and in the column, it shares a box. So in this case, they share box 3 for these two. And so in that case, what happens is we know 6 needs to be in one of these two, and we know 6 needs to be one of these two. They cannot both be here because that would break the box. So the important thing also to note is that this cannot be where the overlap is. You can't have the overlap be in a shared cell, because if they overlap in the shared cell, then we could just put a 6 in the box and it would fulfill both the row and the column. Like this row and this column have a single one that gets shared, but the 6 does not get shared. So the important thing is that we cannot put 6 in box 3 for both the row and the column. We could put it for 1, but not for both. And so that means that one of these two will be a 6. Because there are 3 scenarios that could happen. We could have a 6 here and here. We could have a 6 here and here. Or we could have a 6 here and here. Every single one of those had a 6 in one of these two. Therefore, one of these two is a 6. At least one of these two is a 6. which then eliminates 6 from this cell. Because if this cell were a 6, the 6 in this row would have to go here, and the 6 in this column would have to go here, and that breaks the puzzle. So this cell can't be 6. Let's just fill out what this cell can be. It can be 1, 2, or sorry, it can't be 1, 2. It could be 3, 4, 5. I'm going to add 6 just for a second. 7, 8, 9. Okay, so now we have proven that it can't be 6. Now, if I put my green cells back, green was for 4, if I recall. So 4 goes here or here. We're going to make that green. And then in this column, 4 goes here or here. So we have another 2-string kite on 4s. So we cannot have 4s in both of these. And so 4 ends up in one of these two. So this cannot be a 4. By the way, if you want to use strong and weak link terminology, you're certainly welcome to. It's actually it's a very, very straightforward alternating inference chain. So let's use the green, for example. So 4 has a strong link here. It has a weak link here, and it has a strong link here. And so that makes these two a strong link. And when you have a strong link, it means that that one of those candidates must be true, which means any shared weak link between them, any shared destination of a weak link is eliminated. So in this case, these both have a weak link to row 5, column 5, which eliminated the 4 from that cell. Of note, though, you can have a 2-string kite, sometimes called a grouped 2-string kite, but you can have one that cannot be described by simple strong and weak links, because we could have allowed, for example, orange to also be here, and we'd still have a 2-string kite. We'd still know that orange was in one of these two, because as soon as we put an orange up here, we can't then put an orange down here, and that forces it here. Or as soon as we put an orange here, it can't be here, so it forces it here. Or another way to put that is if this was orange, these couldn't be orange, and now I would need an orange in this row and an orange in this column, both in this box. So that might sometimes be called a grouped 2-string kite, but it works out fine. Now there's something extra we can do here. I don't know if you've noticed it, but I just proved that one of these two is orange and one of these two is green. Or to use the numbers, one of these two is a 4. At least one of these two is a 4, and at least one of these two is a 6. Well, there's only 2 cells. That might remind you of a hidden pair. And it actually is the same exact logic, same exact result as of a hidden pair. We have a strong link between the 4s here and a strong link between the 6s here. At least one of them is 4, at least one of them is 6. So if I made both of these 6, that actually breaks the 4s, right? The 4 in this row would go here, and the 4 in this column would. Sorry, I did that wrong. It breaks the 4s in that the 4 in this row would go here, and the 4 in this column would go here. If I make them both 4s, then it breaks the 6s, right? The 6 in this row would go here, and the 6 in this column would go here. So that means these are a 4-6 pair, which means they can't be anything else other than 4-6. It's kind of neat. I'm going to get rid of these colors, though, because I think it's going to get a little confusing. But so that's a 4-6 pair. I'm seeing that we might have something symmetric going on here, because we do have these conveniently placed givens and this one here also. So I'm guessing it's going to be on the 3, 5, or 9. Yeah, it looks like 3, 5 here and 3, 5 here do the same thing. So 3 is going to, we'll use, let's just use the green and the orange again. So 3 is in one of these two in this column, and in this row, 3 is here or here. And then we'll use orange for 5. So 5 in this column is not here. So 5 could be here or here. We'll make that orange. And in this row, 5 can be here or here, because of this 5 can't be over here. And so we have the exact same situation. So this ends up being a hidden 3-5 pair. And because it's a 3-5 pair, this can't be 3 or 5, right? So this actually turns into a 9, amazingly. Now, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to give this a color, and I'm going to give this a color, just to remind myself that these are pairs. So if one of them gets resolved, I can immediately resolve the other one. So that's pretty nice. And that's almost certainly what we were intended to find. So hopefully the puzzle is straightforward from here, but we'll find out. I was not even close to finish scanning, so let's just continue to scan. In fact, does this help me, this 4-6? 4 in this box, we already know is one of these two. Is 6 limited? Or how about whatever was removed from here? What does this box need? It needs a 2. Okay, so now 2 is in one of these two, because it can't be here. We need a 3 in the box. It already couldn't have been 3. We need a 9 in the box. Actually, this 9 might be helpful in general. Yeah, it places a 9 here. Let's definitely do that. Actually, I'm not sure what else the 9 does. Is it something to do with this box? Yes, the 6 in this box is now placed here. And now I make that purple for a reason. That places the 4 here. That's not a 4. Okay. So that this 4-6 pair got resolved, which is nice. So now, what about 4 in this column then? Yeah, these 4, it should be placed right here. Yeah. So okay, let's do it this way. So this 4 is not here and 4 is not here. So 4 is placed, and then we should get a 6 in this row as well. Yeah, the 6 in this row goes here. Okay, so we have this similar thing. Maybe I don't know if I would color that, but we'll remember that for the 3-5 pair as well, that the 3 and the 5 get placed. In fact, we could say that none of these are 3 or 5, but actually they already aren't 3 or 5. Actually, this one's not 3, which is kind of interesting. But I'm not going to use that, but I don't think I need to use that. But if you think about it, actually, can this be 3 or 5? Yeah, okay, so we're going to end up with either a 3 here or here, and we're going to end up with a 5 here or here, because of the way this is a 3-5 pair. And so that eliminates 3 and 5 from the rest of these cells, which is kind of interesting. Just like how this 6-4 got placed. Anyway, let's look at this row. We need 2, 8, 9. And the 2's not here. So 2's in one of these two. So this is not a 2 anymore because of the claiming. So let's bake that in, because we're down to like 7, 8, 9 here. It's not an 8 or a 9. So this is actually a naked single 7. It can't be 2, because if this was a 2, we wouldn't be able to put a 2 in this row. That's called claiming. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, or 9. So it's only a 7. Okay, what else can we do here? I feel like, yeah, I was over here. We do need a 4, so one of these two. In general, we need a 1, 4, and 5. Okay. Not as helpful as I hoped. What else? I keep thinking about like what this 9 did for me. It gave me this 9, which gave me this 6, which does feel like a lot. How about this column? I really haven't scanned everything yet. I should go back and scan. This column, though, needs a 2, 8, 9. Okay, I'm seeing some good stuff here. Like this isn't an 8, which means the 8's down here, and this is not a 2. So then the 8 is in one of these two. Let's actually keep scanning. Did I get everything? Okay, 2's in one of these two. I definitely didn't even scan this band yet. We have 2 6's looking into here. This 6 looks up, so 6 is in one of these two. 4, 2, 6, 9. Okay, I think that's all I'm getting. Is there anything else of note? Um, 7? No. Okay, let's scan down here. This is so interesting to me, this formation here. I guess 7 is in one of these two. That's kind of nice. So 7 is in one of these. Oh, wait, no, this 7 got placed. Yeah, so the 7 is exactly here. Okay, so this column needs 1, 5, and 6. This can't be 5 or 6. That's a 1, that's a 5, that's a... Nope. It's because I scanned this wrong. Darn it. 1, 5... What did I miss? Oh, it's 1, 2, and 5. 1, 2, and 5. That's not as exciting. Okay. Whoops. 1, 2, and 5. Okay. Let's keep scanning. 4's look in. 4's look down. I guess I just had this 4 the whole time. 6's look in. These 6's look in. I've had this 6 the whole time. I just never scanned these down here at all yet. I just found the 2 straight kites and did it. Oh well. 4 and 6. 5 is in one of these two. We actually kind of know that. 5's in one of these two and 3's in one of these two. That's what I could have marked. Anything else like horizontally here? 4, 6, 1. 1 is kind of interesting because it's in one of these two. I'm not seeing anything else to do. 7 maybe? No, not quite. All right, how about vertically? I got the 6 and the 4. 1's maybe? These 1's look in. So 1's in one of these two. Okay, let's look here. We have the 7's, the 2, the 4's. 4's look in. Oops. Okay, so 4 ends up in one of these two. 6, 7, 8. 5 is almost interesting, but not quite. Did I look vertically here? I think I kind of did. All right, so what am I missing here? Maybe there's like a naked single or something I didn't see. I think this row is quite limited. What do we need? We need a 2, 3, 8, 9. 2. 2 is placed right here because we have this 2 and this 2. Okay. That places this 2. Two's in one of these two in this box. This box seems really limited. What else did we need here? 3, 8, 9. Okay. 3, 8, 9. It's not an 8. In fact, in this box, we need a 3, 6, 9. And the 6 is up here. I want that to do something. 2 looks up here, so 2's in one of these two. Doesn't really help at this point, though. It would have given me this 7 if I hadn't found it here. How about this row? Is there not another row or column or box with 4 or fewer? I don't know, but I feel like I need to pencil these. I feel like these are limited. We need 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. This isn't 1 or 2, so this is 7, 8, 9. This is not 2, so this is 1, 7, 8, 9. That's not worth marking. Okay, so maybe not that box. We almost have like a 7, 8, 9 triple going on here, but not quite. So I think maybe this row. Let's see. Does this row need any of these digits? It needs a 2. Almost. All right. Well, let's think about this. We need a 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. This can't be the 1, 2, or 3. So this is only 8, 9, and that gives me an 8, 9 pair in this column. So the remaining digits are 1, 5, 7. That's not a 1, that's not a 7. Okay. What about the rest of this row? 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. So this one's not 1 or 9, so this is 2, 3, 8. These aren't 2, so these are 1, 3, 8, 9. This one's not 8, so this is 1, 3, 9. This doesn't seem helpful. I think this is any of 1, 3, 8, 9. Okay, what did I get? I feel like I just got something. I got this 8, 9 pair. Still missing something important here. 5. This one's not 5. What do we need in this row? We need 1, 4, 5, 7. Wait, I missed something. 8. So we need an 8 in this row. Ah, yes, this row needs an 8, and it can only go here. That's nice. Okay, so that's an 8. That puts an 8 here. 1, 3, 5, 7. Ooh, this isn't 8. Ooh, a 2, 9 pair. No, it's not a 2, 9 pair. What am I talking about? Never mind, that didn't do anything. 1, 3, 5, 7. Not a 1 or a 5, so this is only 3, 7. This column needs 2, 3, 7, 9. Cleans up a little bit. Oh, maybe I'm still missing something. I feel like I'm penciling the whole puzzle and not... Maybe I didn't respect some kind of corner mark. Let me double check them all. 9s, 2s, 6s, 5s, 8s, 2s. Is this limited? It's not 2 or 6. 2 is the only thing it really sees. It sees 8. Okay, let's just fill it out. It can't be 1, 2. It could be 3. Can't be 4. Could be 5. Can't be 6 actually. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. I think it could be 9. Okay. 3, 5, 9. All right, never mind. 4's here, 4's here, 6's. Oh, the 7. 7 got placed. Ah, darn, I missed that. Okay, that's a 7. That's 3. That's 5. That was it. Now, I had the screen for a reason. That makes that a 3. And then also, we should be able to place the 3 and 5 in here, which we can. Based on our corner marks. We get the 1 and the 7 here. We get the 6 here. I'm sorry for missing that corner mark. I literally had it corner marked, and I didn't see it when I cleared the 7s. It's all right. I feel like this was a fun solve, regardless. The ending was a little slow, but all right. Let's not do our victory dance yet. Let's finish the puzzle. 3, 5 pair here. We know the order. 5 and 3. Here we need a 1 and a 4. Not much to do with that yet, but that does make that a 9. That's 8. This is, we get the 9, 2, and 8 here. Let's get all these digits. 3 and 9, 2, 5, 3, and 8. We get the 1, 4, and 5 here. We get the 4 and the 1. We get the 2, the 1, the 7. Left with an 8, 9 pair. We get our 9 and our 7 here. We get our 8 and our 9. This is a 1. Let's see. This is an 8. This is a 5. This is a 2. All right. I don't feel bad about 20 minutes for this puzzle. This was a cool puzzle. Hopefully you understood the whole overlapping kite thing that was going on here, because it's really cool. And it gave us this 9, and that was, and it made these pairs, and it limited the 3 and 5 in this box, and it limited the 4 and 6 in this box in ways that are non-trivial. So that was really neat. I like that idea. I liked it in Phil's puzzle a while ago as well. I'm going to try to dredge that up, and I'll link it as the related video here. I solved it a while ago. So it'll be old ranks or younger ranks, an older video with a younger ranks and with a less expensive setup, but hopefully still enjoyable. And of course, if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.